Hey everyone, welcome to the Cosmic Energy Forecast for the week of April 20th. I'm Angela Blaha, and let's see what's happening in the cosmos for this week. So, there's a crisis happening, and this crisis will be you not wanting to see the truth. Ooh, I think we've kind of been rolling around in that sort of energy for a while, but it's coming to a head this week. Or at least it's starting to come to a head this week. So this will create doubt within you. You will most likely question everything about what you know in life, what you believe is true, and how do you get what you really want, dream, and desire. So it's a very much an internal crisis, but it's going to be projected out into the world because that's kind of what we do as human beings, right? So to stop focusing, so here's my advice for the week. Stop focusing on the how, right? Instead, focus on being that person that you inspire to be. There will be an internal battle this week. Like, you can already start to feel it, right? Like there's this internal unrest, I want to call it. So let's try to stay in balance as much as we possibly can. And you stay in balance by focusing on what you want, which is what we've been repeating for how long now. But if you focus on your intuitive wants versus your physical wants, it will help create that balance that your soul is really desiring. And it will just help this week. So focus on your intuitive, what your intuition wants versus what your physical, egoic reality sort of wants. So if you can maintain this kind of balance this week, it would be fairly smooth. If you cannot maintain a balance of some kind, at least, then there will be mood swings. There will be this sense of avoiding like a direct approach to what you want in your life. You'll probably most likely be defensive rather than aggressively going after what you want, right? You'll be very defensive. It'll be like that blame, shame, guilt game. Don't try not to go there. If you go there, let that be your symbol that, you're just like, you're playing into the kind of energies that the dense consciousness really wants you to play in. So towards the end of the week, the full moon energy comes in, right? And it like literally pulls you in, and wants you to really explore form versus transform. Oof, can you feel the power of that coming in? So up until now, we've basically been dealing with matter, right? The physical matter of things. Even if we had emotions, we would still turn them into some sort of physical matter kind of platform, like personal values or material goods, possessions. We've had this real strong sense of security, right? Like we've been storing food and water and our emotions. We've been storing our emotions and our thoughts. Like we've been trying to transform them, but honestly, we've sort of been collecting them. Well, now we're going to start to break them down. We're going to start to break down form and move into the transformation. But the catcher here is, what do they look like when we're transforming them? See, the mind really wants to go to, well, I can transform it, but I need to know what it looks like. Well, that's not part of the deal. That's not how we break down matter. So if we are now breaking down form, matter, third dimensional consciousness, the things that we believe are real, like this means everything that we believe is now probably not true. It's most likely going to be rubbish, and you're going to have like this sort of awakening. Even if you're consider yourself awake, you're still going to have deeper and deeper awakenings. So So everything that we thought that was mysterious or mystical or intangible or unseen, unheard, far out kind of our ideas will start to become reality. Elon Musk is a good example here in his Starship, right? Like that was, everybody still sees that as a far out reality. But guess who just got a multi-billion-dollar contract with NASA to produce starships to go wherever NASA wants them to go to? Elon Musk did. So now his adios or his grandiose ideas and concepts are becoming a reality. Like this is the level of reality that we're moving into. So now that is like, we still believe that that's in the future, right? Like we don't see starships, right? Like I mean, even with all of the sightings of starships, we still don't believe that it's a reality. We still think that it's still in the future because we still have a lot of this zombie-ish kind of, I can't believe that kind of energy. And lots of humans are still running around in the hamster wheel. This is the problem. This is where we're stuck. So even though some of us have been feeling like this real deep buildup of energy, right? Of this awareness, like we've been working on this for several years. This will most likely explode in an emotional way this week. Or at least for some of you, it will explode in an emotional way this week. Because as we've been saying for at least the last 6 months, emotions need to be expressed. You need to find the language to express your emotions. Learn to express yourself, right? Like we've been talking about this over and over and over. So the full moon is literally now saying, well, it's time to stop collecting your emotions and you need to start expressing them. Now, as humanity, we are not very good at expressing our emotions. And because we have this build up of energy, and when the full moon hits over the weekend, it's going to be like, we're just going to want to project, right? Like that's how humans are. We just project all of our junk out into the world. Well, emotional expression is not projecting your stuff out into the world. Emotional expression is you really understanding your emotions and why you're feeling that way and finding the words to express how you are. Because we have this big bombardment of energy coming in this next weekend, it does not give you the freedom to project your emotions out onto others. No. As conscious beings, we should be conscious that we're doing that. But expressing yourself and understanding at a depth the emotions that you're being pulled into, like that's mastery. That's your step into mastery. So stop holding back what you know, right? Like that building of your passion that you've been experiencing like at least the last 4 months is really what is coming into your conscious awareness right now. So start to explore your passions. I mean, if you've been sort of exploring them, then fantastic, move deeper into them. You're going to want to explode it all over the place, right? Don't do this. Try not to do this. Take some time. Take a step back, take some deep breaths, allow yourself to really understand what this emotional passion is. Now, it could be just a subject, a topic, right? Like adventure psychology. It's a class I teach, but I'm going to use that. Maybe it's a passion around, adventure psychology and really taking people on adventures so that they can feel free to move deeper into themselves, right? Like that's my emotional passion. Like I love doing that because there's freedom in the nature, right? There's freedom in nature and we feel like things just come out of us that we don't even realize was there until we express it in nature. And then we're like, oh, what? Transform that. So what you're looking for are facts. You're looking to do your own research. You're understanding this emotional passion that's been building and building and building, and now you're being able to express it. And you're also looking for truth. Now, truth is a tricky thing because truth only happens in the present moment. Once that moment's gone, it now becomes history and it's no longer true. So looking for truth in this present moment, what's really the truth right now? And then allowing yourself this truth to change over time. And as you dive deeper into it and you understand your passions deeper and more vast, then the confidence is what comes, right? Like we don't start out with confidence and then work our way into something. We work our way into something and the confidence comes from knowing and understanding and speaking and being able to express it. That deep passion that you've been feeling will bring confidence when you can understand it and be able to express it. So there's a lot of things happening in that cosmic field this week. There's a lot of beautiful and amazing energy. And what we're doing here today is giving you some tidbits of how to use it, how to work with that cosmic energy and how to flow in life, not resist, because that's where all the troubles reside. All the troubles reside in resistance. All right. This is Angela Blaha signing off from the cosmos. I hope you have the most amazing day.